The Intimate Relationships was written by Rowland S. Miller. This book is about how relationships work, how they grow, and what makes them strong or weak. It looks at love, friendship, communication, and many other parts of being close to someone. The book is based on research in psychology, which helps explain why people behave the way they do in relationships. It also gives practical ideas that can help people improve their relationships and avoid common problems. The book is valuable for anyone interested in understanding the complexities of love, trust, and companionship. At the start, the book talks about why relationships are so important in people's lives. It explains that humans need close connections with others to be happy and healthy. People who have strong relationships tend to live longer, feel less stressed, and generally enjoy life more. But at the same time, relationships are not always easy. Many couples struggle with misunderstandings, conflicts, or changes in feelings over time. That is why studying relationships is important. It helps people understand what makes a relationship work and what can cause problems. The book highlights how different cultures and societies have their own ways of defining relationships, love, and commitment. While the fundamentals of human connection are universal, social norms can shape how people express affection and resolve conflicts. One of the key ideas in the book is attraction. It explains why people feel drawn to each other. Physical appearance, personality, and even small things like body language all play a role. People are often attracted to those who are similar to them or those who make them feel comfortable. But attraction is not just about the first impression. Over time, deeper things like shared values, trust, and emotional support become more important. Attraction can change as relationships develop, and what initially draws two people together might not be what keeps them together in the long run. The book also explores the role of chemistry in attraction, explaining that biological and psychological factors work together to influence how people feel about each other. The book also talks about different kinds of love. There is passionate love, which is full of excitement and strong emotions. This kind of love is often seen at the beginning of a relationship. Then there is companionate love, which is deeper and based on friendship, trust, and understanding. Some relationships start with passion and later grow into a strong companionship. Others might struggle if the passion fades and the partners do not build a deep emotional connection. The book explains that love can evolve, and long-term relationships require effort to maintain closeness and intimacy. Many couples face challenges as they transition from the honeymoon phase to a more stable, long-term relationship. Those who continue to nurture their emotional bond often experience greater satisfaction and deeper love over time. Another big topic in the book is communication. Good communication is one of the most important parts of a healthy relationship. The way people talk to each other, express their feelings, and solve problems can make a big difference. Many couples have trouble because they do not listen to each other or because they react with anger instead of understanding. The book explains different communication styles and gives advice on how to have better conversations. For example, using I statements instead of blaming the other person can help prevent arguments. Instead of saying, "You never listen to me," it is better to say, "I feel unheard when we talk." This way, the other person does not feel attacked and is more likely to respond calmly. The book also discusses nonverbal communication, such as body language, tone of voice, and facial expressions. Sometimes, people send messages without using words, and learning to understand these cues can improve communication in relationships. The book also looks at conflicts in relationships. Disagreements are normal, but the way people handle them matters. Some couples fight in a way that damages their relationship, while others manage to solve their problems and grow stronger. The book introduces different conflict styles. Some people avoid conflict, while others face it directly. Some try to find solutions, while others just want to win the argument. One of the best ways to handle conflict is to stay calm, listen to the other person, and try to find a solution that works for both sides. Conflict resolution strategies are important because unresolved arguments can create long-term resentment. The book explains that successful couples work as a team and find ways to navigate their differences without letting anger or frustration take control. Another interesting part of the book is about how relationships change over time. In the beginning, everything feels exciting and new, but as time goes on, daily life and responsibilities can make a relationship feel less special. Some couples grow apart because they stop putting effort into their relationship. The book suggests that small gestures, like saying kind words, spending time together, and showing appreciation, can keep a relationship strong even after many years. It also emphasizes the importance of shared experiences. Couples who continue to explore new activities together and support each other's goals tend to stay connected. The book explains that being in a long-term relationship does not mean love and excitement have to fade. Rather, couples must make conscious efforts to keep their connection alive. Trust is another important topic. Relationships are built on trust, and once it is broken, it is very hard to repair. The book talks about different ways trust can be damaged, like lying, cheating, or breaking promises. It also explains how people can rebuild trust if both partners are willing to work on it. Honesty, consistency, and showing that you care about the other person's feelings are key to maintaining trust. The book also discusses jealousy and how it can harm relationships. While some jealousy is natural, excessive jealousy can create problems. Learning to manage trust issues and communicate openly about insecurities can help couples avoid unnecessary conflicts. The book also explores why some relationships fail. Sometimes people grow apart or realize that they are not right for each other. Other times, problems like poor communication, lack of trust, or unresolved conflicts lead to breakups. The book explains that ending a relationship is never easy, but in some cases, it is the best choice for both people. It also talks about how people can heal after a breakup and move on in a healthy way. The process of moving on is different for everyone, but the book encourages self-reflection and personal growth after a relationship ends. It also explains that breakups, while painful, can sometimes lead to stronger future relationships by helping people understand what they truly want in a partner. Finally, the book gives advice on how to build and maintain a strong relationship. It emphasizes that good relationships do not just happen by luck. They take effort, patience, and understanding. Being kind, listening, showing appreciation, and working through problems together are some of the best ways to keep a relationship happy and healthy. The book provides tools for improving emotional intelligence and building long-lasting connections. It also encourages couples to keep learning about each other and to adapt as they grow together. Overall, Intimate Relationships is a helpful book for anyone who wants to understand love and relationships better. It combines scientific research with practical advice, making it useful for both personal growth and improving relationships with others. The book shows that while relationships can be challenging, they are also one of the most rewarding parts of life. By learning how to communicate better, handle conflicts, and keep the connection strong, people can build relationships that bring them happiness and fulfillment.